GarageBand tutorials out there, but just to give you the basics, and pardon my non-musical nature. So when you want to start, you create a new project, and you're taken to this screen here, and you can, if you plugged in an instrument, you could play it. You could also type play the keyboard as it appears, and enter some chords. You could record something, or record audio, or import a song. You could again connect a type of your instrument to it, and you can add a drummer from a list of drumming styles that are provided. So I really wouldn't know too much about recording this. When I click on this green one, the keyboard appears. You can enter different tunes, but what I would enter would not be that effective. So I'll just start with the drummer. I'm going to click create, and then you can choose exactly what type of style you want. You can decide exactly what songs you want, sounds. If I again knew a little more about drumming, maybe I would know what some of these meant. But here's one, and you can set the volume the way that you want, and adjust the controls in the bottom. So that's sort of one type of track you could do. Another thing that is can be helpful is loops. So in the top left there is a little loop browser, and you can pick different types of loops. You can see how many beats it is. If it's grayed out, it means you just have to download it. They don't give you everything at once, and you can select the style of music. And again, just drag it in there. So when you're you can see the beat count here at the top. You can just have them cue in and out the way you want. And the here it's set right now to beats. You can click here, this little down and arrow, and select time, and that would give you where you can have beats and time. I like to see the time because again the beats isn't as significant to me. You can add different kinds of instruments. And then you can also customize the settings to each of them. You might also want to import your own music or something that's already been recorded. You can easily do that. I have something from iTunes in here. I can just drag it in here, and it will I drag it into place. If there's some noise at the start I don't want, I can get rid of that. And just to give you the ideas of the basic functions, I'm just going to zoom out a little bit so we can see the end of that song. And I'm going to just, what I'll do actually, so I wanted to zoom in, is I'll figure out, let's say I just want to hear this one. I'll put the headphone icons on. Drag the cursor to the beginning. The cursor is the yellow arrow at the top. let's say I want, I just want that little beat there. I can make my own loops. So here I've set it up where I want it to stop. I'm going to right click, split at playhead. I'm going to delete the second part. And now I can loop this by just extending it, and it becomes a little bit of a loop itself. Oops. All right, that's a little, little loud, not the right type of combination, but you get the idea. It's of trial and error. And it's about, hey, wondering, hey, what does that do, and trying different buttons. And I think as you do more and more, you'll get better. I've just started using this, and I'm sure I'll get better as time goes on. So I have now my finished project. I can use the scale here in the top right to see the whole thing, or to zoom out. I can, mute individual tracks when I'm playing them back so that they won't be heard, or I can focus solely on one track using the headphones so that I can only hear that. If you really want to drill down and work on one particular section, you can use this scale at the top. It creates a region, and then when you're playing it back,
hi everybody.
Hi, Dr. Nick.
Hi.
It'll only play that over again. So you're almost done. You can set the volume of each section, and then when you're ready to save, under Share, you could add it to your Apple Music, or export song to disk. And I'm going to save it as an MP3 file and give it a clear name. I like to set it as the highest quality, but 128 would also be perfectly legible or audible. And then when you click export, that is going to be the file that you can upload. And now you're done.